Hi, it's me again, and tonight we are going to add to our Javier recipe book library with tonight's dinner. It's tuna casserole. I actually, this tuna casserole is actually, this recipe is actually from my best friend in college, Eizel. We were still in the Philippines, and yeah, I think her sister made it. So basically what you need is I have a pound, almost a pound of macaroni or um, elbow pasta. I boiled that, I pre-boiled that, and it's now draining here on this side. And basically I'm just going to saute some garlic, onions, and tuna for the sauce, and then later on, once that is sauteed, I will add cream of mushroom soup, 16 ounces of cream of mushroom soup, and some milk, which is, I usually use evaporated milk, a can of evaporated milk. So, and that will be pretty much the whole sauce, and then later on we'll toss in the pasta and top it with some crushed potato chips, and then we'll bake it in the oven for about 15 minutes just to brown the get the potato chips into a golden brown color and eat it. Okay, so I'm going to do this sauteing in a pan because when I add all my 1 pound pasta, I'd like it to be able to fit all here in my pan. So I'm starting to saute the garlic. And of course, it's already past 6 o'clock, so I have my happy hour, care of Cecile. we made pineapple martini, so, and it's very good. After a couple of quick walkthroughing of the recipe, it's very good now. So, okay, garlic is browning pretty quickly. Take that out of the. Gonna add my onions. It smells so good in here. Of course, when you have the garlic and onions. I pre-chopped the garlic and onions. As I told you, I don't have a lot of great chopping skills, but I just pre-chopped them and put them in my, in my board here on the countertop. So. When I saute, of course, I'm going to add some black pepper. I like a lot of black pepper actually. And there's black pepper, and instead of salt, I can do salt or any type of salt or garlic salt. But I also do a lot of my sauteings for Filipino food. We use fish sauce, so I'm going to do some fish sauce to saute and season my sauce. Good, smells good. Pepper. I'm gonna add my tuna. I'm just gonna do this in the medium heat for now. I'm gonna add my tuna. So for the amount of tuna, I'm going to do this 2 of the 5-ounce cans of tuna, and either in water or in oil. Doesn't matter. 2 cans of the 5-ounce, so that's 10 ounces. And since I wanted more meat and not just a bunch of pasta on the casserole, I'd like to put more meat in there. So 2 cans of tuna. Hi Dad, I'm recording. And then another 12-ounce can of tuna. So I'm just going to put them all here. So so I don't have more meat and sauce versus just a whole ton of pasta on my casserole. Dad thinks I'm talking to myself until I warned him that I'm recording. So, smells so good. This one is smelling so good. So I think I'm just going to let that simmer in there for a little bit, just a minute or two. Get the seasonings in there. Cover it up. Basically, this is how your sauce is starting to look like. All your meat, all your tuna meat is on there. And then I'm gonna add the cream of mushroom and my milk in there. Cream of mushroom soup, the condensed one. 1 can of it. And this is a family favorite since I've first made it in college, so this has been a family favorite. So 1 can of cream of mushroom and 1 can of evaporated milk. I like evaporated milk because they're a little bit richer than just the regular milk you see in the cartons and stuff. So when I do sauces, I like the evaporated milk. So my sauce is starting to look like this. I'm trying to see if I can just do... while I'm doing all this too, I've also preheated the oven to 350 degrees over there. And once I add I toss in fold in my pasta into this and put it in a casserole, we will, and top it out with crushed potato chips. I'll put it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes and that'll be it. So this is it. Basically the sauce is pretty much done. I will just have to season it. I'll just figure out like, okay, is this sauce enough for my pasta? I do it by the look and feel, as you can see. I think it is enough, but I can also still just add just a little bit more water. Just a little bit more water to the sauce. Because it might be a little too thick, so I'll just thin it out a little bit more. The sauce will get thicker later on when it gets baked. It doesn't look like it's got enough black pepper, so I'm gonna start putting some more black pepper. Always by the look and feel and taste. So that's how I do it. So while that's going, basically I do the potato chips. I get a full family size pack potato chips. I'll open it for a little bit and then just start crushing the potato chips. And then I will top this later on into my pasta casserole. So, okay. I'll be back. I will just re-season this according to taste, whether I think it needs more seasoning or anything, and then we'll show you how it looks like before we put it in the oven. I'll be back.